are not the only ones who support Trump. Wealthy, well-educated voters helped carry Trump to victory in this week's East Coast primaries. Exit polls from Connecticut, Pennsylvania, and Maryland show nearly half the voters who cast their ballots for Trump have college degrees, and more than half make more than $100,000 a year. Tony Saig is a Fox News contributor. Nomiki Kunst is executive director of the Accountability Project. They're in studio with me today. You know, it's really interesting, Tony, because when you looked at what they were saying before, that it was only uneducated, not so wealthy people who were supporting Trump, sort of this working class community, I kept thinking to myself, not really, because I was talking to a bunch of people who didn't fit that description, who like him.
Sure, you're absolutely right, Gretchen. There's been this misunderstanding of Donald Trump, frankly, from his adversaries on the left and the right. And part of it was to say he's only getting these angry people, populists, these low-income whites with low education levels. That's not true. The majority of this country shares a dissatisfaction and frustration with government. If you think about the 5 states on Tuesday, he won every county. So look at Pennsylvania for a second. That means he won all those affluent suburban counties in Philly,
right,
and he won a lot of rural and working class counties in the western part of the state. You look at the exit polls from Pennsylvania, 59% say that they feel betrayed by the Republican Party. 86% said they want an outsider. That crosses every demographic.
Right. So, Nomiki, this must make the Clinton camp, or whomever's the nominee on that side, nervous because he has this crossover appeal.
I think the Clinton camp is concerned about the blue-collar vote. I think that's going to be the vote that's going to determine this election. Sure, it's concerning that he's getting other demographics, but let's not forget the past couple of races have been lower turnout than the first few races. There's fewer candidates. This is still Republican primary. The Republican primary voters most likely are going to go with the presumed nominee, which is looking more and more like it's Donald Trump. But for Hillary, if she's the nominee, and it's not Bernie Sanders has locked down that blue-collar independent vote, which will determine this election.
Right.
She's going to have to struggle very difficultly.
Right.
Difficult.
I know what you mean.
I can't speak right now.
Struggle a lot.
Struggling a lot.